A Guardian's Tale, written and narrated by YonathanJ. Part 1. Perfect Ideals. I have yet to die, for I have yet to reach my full potential. Such is my conviction. For what is the point of this life? The struggles, the repetition, the absurdity, if not for the sake of higher truth, of unattainable goals? How many days has it been, perhaps years by now, of my all-important duty, guarding this gate behind me, leading to who knows where, the entrance of a sacred temple, the sealed cavern of a divine beast, or maybe a portal to the high heavens? I have forgotten, and I have forgotten even my shame of forgetting. I have no name any longer, for a man is what he does, and I am a guardian, ecstatic in my duty, in my pursuit of vain perfection. I dream of 100 men charging at me with their war cries and mad eyes. I dream of certain inevitable defeat, of my mind and body pushed to their utmost limit. I dream of pouring all my life in one last mortal dance. A guardian's quintessence, the foolish belief, nay, the blind faith in victory against impossible odds. At my feet the rotting corpses of an army I cut down, the air putrid. I lean on my dull spear, my broken shield barely holding on to my arm. I cough and struggle to breathe, yet thunderous laughter fills the air, my ears still ringing. I can't help smiling to the point of pain. Behind me I know, still pristine, untouched, protected, the gate, guarded against whoever dares approach it, approach me, whoever dares trespass my domain. For I may be but a humble guardian, yet here, between the edge of the forest and the gate, I am master. I am king, emperor, hell, I am an all-powerful god for all that matters. As the red mist scatters and the first glorious rays of sunshine reveals the slaughter, I stand proud. Half blinded by tears of blood, I adore this existence, and the universe embraces me, the precocious, a gift of apotheosis, duty accomplished. Part 2. The Trespasser. In front of me, the blades of grass start dancing again, flinching under the rain. It seems I was lost in contemplation once more. How careless! Although nature's music never stops, and I always listen for any out-of-place notes, such as the distant rustling of armor, the clumsy breathing of undesirable visitors. For vigilance is the nature of a guardian. I can't help but wonder, will there be an intruder today? The whole world is under the curtain of soft rain. The fresh, blessed drops of water flows down my grey skin onto the grass to join with the nearby stream, the same stream where I drink from daily and cleanse myself after every battle. I gaze up as time indulges in a pause under the pale clouds, all around the white noise of the rain. Perhaps time itself is also lost in misplaced contemplation. What beauty in the stillness of nature, what profound... I hear quite clearly trouble, and my mind races as always. About 300 meters away to the north, toward the edge of the forest, a flock of birds fly away in panic, breaking the law of life. It seems like there will be an intruder today. How unfortunate for them. I catch myself smiling once more as I grab my spear. From what I can hear, I won't need a shield. Perhaps I can make him yield, make him leave and forget, scare him to the core. For I suspect it is but a mere child, lost in the woods, astray. From what I can hear and smell anyway, I can only hope he turns around and goes back to wherever he comes from, without seeing me, without seeing the gate. How unusual for a kid to be around these parts. No matter. I get up, spin my spear as I do, without even thinking about it, my eyes skimming the edge of the forest, where clumsy rustling comes from. I see nothing. I can't help but revel in anticipation, mere moments before action. But maybe he did turn around after all. I look up at a shadow in a tree, and I freeze, my smile fading away. There, in the branches, the intruder, looking behind him. What is he doing in the tree? He turns around, his face youthful, devoid of any emotion, unflinching. The gaze. I hold his eyes. An impromptu staring contest. A shifting shadow deep in his pupils. His face is slightly fat, just as his body, adorned in colorful clothing. This is no ordinary lost child. A Lord's son, perhaps. I catch his arm, moving, and instantly place myself between him and the gate. He squints his eyes and drops from the tree, before approaching with impudence. Be he a child or not, I shall cut him down as I did to countless others, as duty calls. Yet something in his eyes shakes me to the core, as shameful as it is. What is this shadow, this hunger? He stops just before being in my range, and shouts at me. Are you real? I am stone. I hold his eyes, unfazed. Take one more step, and you shall find out, I think. He adds, What's your name, demon? I answer, without opening my mouth, Leave now, and forget about this place, if you care about your life at all. His eyes open wide, his mouth as well, a ridiculous circle. At last, traces of fear. I can't help but feel annoyed by this mere child, ruining my tranquility, disturbing my duty. If only he would take one more step. He doesn't dare, and he mumbles something as he looks around. Incomprehensible. I take one step toward him, in the hope of chasing him, yet he repeats, this time clearly enough, in a shaky voice. Tell me your name, and I'll never come back. I stay calm and ponder. In truth, either I never did have a name, or I have forgotten it completely. I take a few seconds to fantasize about naming myself, quite enjoying the thought of it. The Lord of the Gate? How glorious! The Undefeated? Yet I can't bring myself to lie. I indulge his request. I forgot what my name is. The kid frowns, clearly insulted. He protests. You liar! I answer quite simply with, perhaps. On his face, hatred. The kid spits on the ground, turns around and starts running away toward the forest. In pure muscle memory, I pull out my sling, lodge one of my car's stone in it, and spin, taking aim. I picture the kid's brain splattering on the grass over there, perhaps a blunt sound as he falls. Yet I can't bring myself to take the shot. The child stops at the edge of the forest, takes one last look at me, and disappears. Trouble. I can only hope to never see him again.